Hey everyone, Michael Rosmer here. We're here today to talk about separating the bad from the good, because what you're going to find is as you go out into the world and you look for mentors, you're going to have some people who are great for you and some people who are horrible for you. All right? I wouldn't worry too much about whether they beat you up or support you. That's not really the issue. They are going to have to be available to you in some way, shape, or form. But the other thing is, I really want you to pay attention to how specific the advice they give you is. Okay? Very, very important. Because general advice really isn't worth that much. Okay? So, if I come to you and I say, you know what you got to do? You got to take action. Well, no shit. No shit. Yeah, of course I have to take action. But does that help me to take action? No. If, on the other hand, I say, hey, you know what? You want to know how to take action? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to shut your phone off before you go to sleep. Okay? You're going to actually put it in a separate room. Your computer, etc., all that stuff. Then, when you wake up, you're going to put your feet on the ground immediately. Okay? You're not going to lay in bed. You're going to have a big glass of water. You're going to stretch, and then you're going to get out a pen and paper, and you're going to plan your day, the priorities for the day. And you could get various different planning methods. Then you're going to immediately jump into your highest priority. You're going to go do it. Then, on a break sometime, you'll go and you'll check your phone, blah, blah, blah. That would be an example, okay? You might say, hey, I'm really distracted. I'm going to say, okay, you know what? Here's what you're going to do. All those extra windows on your computer, you're going to close them. The extra stuff on your desk, you're going to throw into a drawer somewhere. You're going to forget about all that stuff. And all you're going to do, you're going to be distraction-free so that the one thing you have sitting in front of you is the one thing you have to work on, right? That's a very specific example of like action steps you can take. You can say, okay, I need to market my business. They say, okay, you need to go sell. You need to go talk to people. That's not that helpful, right? Say, okay, who do I need to talk to? And say, okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go get a list of your customers, all right? You're going to go through that list of customers and you're going to see how much money they're spending with you, okay? Then, based on that, you're going to identify who your most profitable customers are. Based on those most profitable customers, you're going to try and find some patterns in them. And you're going to go find it. And you're going to create another list of that pattern. So let's say that it was directional drilling companies, okay? What are you going to do? You're going to go write down a list of every directional drilling company, and you're going to call those ones, okay? You're going to, So I'm just giving you some examples of being much more specific. So the best mentors, the best people who will guide you will give you more specific advice. Now, that's sort of in coaching, right, which somebody could coach you through that process, and you might have a great result with that. So coaching would be where I'm asking you questions, right? I'm going to say, okay, well, let me ask you, who do you think would be the best people for you to reach out to? You say, oh, well, such and such. Say, okay, well, how would you decide who the best people to reach out to are? Well, probably the people who spend the most money with me. Great, love it, okay. How might you figure that out? Well, I could do this. Okay, how else might you figure that out? I could do this other thing. Cool, okay. Great. So, I'm going to walk you through it so that you're thinking about it and engaging yourself, as opposed to me spoon-feeding you, okay? Both have their place. The spoon-feeding can be quicker if you're willing to jump in and get it happening. But anyway, that gives you a little bit of an idea. Basically, people who are giving you general advice who aren't there for you, who aren't givers, you probably want to get rid of, okay? There's a book out there called Give and Take. It talks about how there's givers and there's takers in the world. Givers ultimately end up farther ahead. So you want to be a generous person, right? But if givers surround themselves with takers, they get bled dry. So givers need to make sure they kick takers out of their life and surround themselves with other givers. Okay? You're going to get the more abundance that way. So be a giver, surround yourself with givers. If you need help, we're givers, so come. If you're wondering about anything in business right now, you're struggling with something, you're struggling with, whatever, sit down right now, send us an email. Say, hey, I need help with this. Boom. You've taken some action. We can start working forward with you. Okay? Go do that. We'll see you on the next video.